Hello everybody, and tonight we have got the final match of the first round of the Russian tournament organized by VM. On the left side we have got RTK Jixxy, RTK Arclinon, and on the right side we have got VM Dark Admiral and VM NewAbbott. I'm your host, Arclinon, as well as one of the players, and this is going to be a very interesting match, because this is the fifth and the final match of the first round. It has been rather close, very interesting, and we see who wins this time. Now, let's take a look on the sides. On the left side, we have got Bretonnia and Greenskins. Bretonnia has got 3 units of polearm, man-at-arms, polearm, as their main line. With 3 units of bowmen, they seem to be going for a heavy cavalry build. So they seem to be the ones supplying the cavalry for this fight. On the other hand, we have got Greenskins with 1 unit of artillery. Let's see if this is that one. No, this is not that. Alright. We have got 1 unit of artillery, Hammer of Gork, and 3 units of Black Orcs and 1 Crimson Killers, with 2 units of Night Goblins as the shock absorbers. Now, I would like to remind you, this was a few weeks ago. It was a viable build, but thus far new things have been discovered, so these builds have been drastically changed. These are not true anymore, but they still have some merit. Now, on the cavalry side, we have got Orc Boar Boy Biggins, Broken Tusks, supported by Forest Goblin Spider Riders. Now, the idea here is that Forest Goblin Spider Riders, the cheap units, take the enemy's charge and apply poison onto the enemy cavalry, so they will not be able to cycle charge. While Orc Boar Biggins finish off those large units because they're anti-large. On the other side, we have got a Light Wizard, always annoying choice, General of the Empire, a line of zombies, some halberds, 1, 2, 3, 4 unit of halberds, 1 great swords. Vampires have got 1 Cairn Wraith, silver bullets. It's a very interesting mixed line over here. Some great swords. You see the general idea mixed in with some handgunners. Fairly balanced, I want to say, a fairly balanced build. Decent amount of cavalry, a decent amount of monsters, some decent amount of skirmishers, so we'll see how it goes. Let's begin. Not to mention now one difference is that on the right we don't have any flyers. On the left, RTK has the air advantage, which we will see whether they'll be able to capitalize on it or not. Now, Hammer of Gork is forcing the right side Empire and the Vampires to go on offensive. Left side is waiting for the enemy to come in range. See some maneuvers over here. Some demigryphs are moving in.
To war! Run, man!
Now, in response, the left side is moving their lines forward. The Menji, these Goblin Wolf archers, are just for quick skirmish, you know, when you have some extra money. They're fairly decent, very quick, good for hit and runs. And here we see some baiting. Is it a bait, or did the Greenskin player complete the Oh no, it was a bait! He was waiting for them to go out. And now he has retreated behind the halberdier lines. Interesting cavalry play over here. A very interesting cavalry play. It's these kinds of things that these feints and riposts make things very interesting. You see that the Empire, the right side, The red side is trying to pressure on one flank. Greenskins are not allowing for that. And we have some cavalry engagement on with the demigriffs. Alright, Orc War Boss is going to support the left side. Units on the right side are still waiting. The right side they're shooting, and would you look at that? The left side blob and the Bretonnia is moving around their cavalry for a hammer and anvil attack. The Greenskin player has... Now, let's pause it for a second and take a look. The Greenskin player has separated, instead of supporting this blob over here, which can shatter at any moment, he instead has tried to prevent the enemy halberdiers from engaging with the Grail Knights, which he's hoping for to create a hammer and anvil situation where he'll be able to back charge behind these lines and break through. You see the net of attack going on.
The lions will! At once! Make haste! I honor my vow!
Demigriffs are not doing good over here because they're fighting against black orcs. Now they're being surrounded and men-at-arms are the ones supporting them.
I shall prevail! I am king here!
The orcs are still holding. The support for the Orc War Boss has arrived, it seems. Is going down fairly quickly. Now the cavalry is taking position. Right side is unoccupied. There are some reserve forces. There's an idle Knights of the Realm. Orcs are surprisingly very good at holding this. And now the cavalry is going in for that charge. Will the spearmen be able to intercept?
I honor my vow!
And no, they couldn't. They got charged right in the back. Let's see if the Bretonnian player will be able to cycle charge. Right side is collapsing for the red corner. Their units that went through are now being held by Grail Knights, which are anti-infantry. The enemies, the skirmishers of the red side is running away. These men-at-arms are just waiting idly. These cavalry is also, I think they're trapped by Net of Amantok. They used to be. I see one mistake here. Grail Knights fighting these spearmen, which is a very bad move. Let's see, this Orc War Boss is going down, but with Fog active. Look at this damage over here. Look at this damage. He's terrified. Now, yeah, that's another mistake. At this point, I think they have realized Net of Amantok. Net of Amantok traps all the units that enter it while it is active. So if you have units entering it afterwards, it will still trap those units. So that's very important. The King Luen is able to hold his own. Orc War Boss is going down. Cavalry surrounds him and catches the General of the Empire. Orc War Boss is running away. He is about to die. And the Orc War Boss is gone. He's dead. Now the Bretonnian players, they are at a disadvantage here. General of the Empire has used this potion. But would you look at that? Helmund Gorst is also badly damaged. The Greenskin units on the left blob are completely eliminated. The King Luen is, doing his job over here, but he is being surrounded, pushing units apart. It's a very bad move to just stand there. Now the Bretonnia and Greenskin player are attacking the General of the Empire to finish him off. And King Luen is retreating. They've got some units of Empire coming back. It can go either way. It can go either way. On the right side, we have got men-at-arms holding position. And reserve. Hammer of Gork is scoring a lot of kills. I wonder how many kills it has scored thus far. General of Empire is almost dead. He's retreating. These Demigryph halberds are also dead. Now, one thing is that I don't suggest any of our players to do is that try to take out the enemy generals simultaneously. It's a waste of time. It's much better to take them one by one in the case of a 2v2. But in this situation, both the player's mistakes and both the player's mistakes and the circumstances has forced this to happen. As you can see, units are crumbling slowly. There's a lot of hundreds dead, and with so many crumbling units, it's very hard to say. But we can see that units are going down quickly. The air advantage is what seems that is saving the Bretonnia and the Greenskin player. Greenskin, almost all the Greenskin units seems to be dead. There's some black orcs that should have been in the battle that have been just standing idle. Crimson killers as well. Now the Manatoms might have been actually just in reserve, but these guys, they really don't seem like they were intended to be reserved. Now they're finally going in. They're finally going in.
It shall be. With all haste.
Now with the right side having like a very strong, not rested, but you know, undamaged troops is giving them a big advantage. See, with the shattering going on the Empire side, this is weakening their main line. This strong black orcs can definitely take out all of these units over here. So we can say Bretonnia and Greenskins, even though they have started badly on the left side blob, they were the victors. I would say that's thanks to the artillery fire and the skirmish support. Because the skirmishers were taken out by the Bretonian cavalry. Oh, the cavalry of both sides. Now it's going to be a heroes fight. We've got 2-3 heroes over here. Damsel is kiting White King. The Rams over here are fighting these grave guards that...
The lady demands blood!
The lady and my right!
Okay.
With all haste! This is my will! For the king!
The red side is focusing on the Paladin, while the other side is focusing on the Blood Knights.
Hold true to my banner! Now!
The Greenskin player is now fighting the Crypt Horrors. Even though Crypt Horrors are anti-infantry, the Crimson Killers are very strong units. So we will see how it goes. Now, one thing that could have done much better is, instead of keeping these men-at-arms on the side, they should have joined the fight, especially against these large units. This was a very big mistake that has costed a lot of lives. Got some units that were retreated from the back. And the Crimson Killers are dead. Killed over here. And we see the heroes now attacking skirmishers. It looks like Hammer of Gork has run out of ammo and is now just trying to stall the heroes of the other side. It's a close call, very close call. It really will depend how Bretonian player uses his bowmen. And we have White King going down. And we have a disintegration. Okay, left side blob is now available to go back to reinforce the main line. And now the archers have received an attack. Our King Birdie, King Luan, has intercepted them. This is the crucial battle right here. This is the crucial battle.
Hasty! A pace!
Engagement.
Leg it! At once!
Receiving some
Fighting out!
damage.
Run, men! Quick, now! At once!
Let's
For the
fight over
Grail!
here. Of course, the spearman. Interesting, it's a little slow, a bit of a slap fight. Now, Bretonnia manages to divide his skirmishers into two, so that one side can shoot while the other one kites. And that's exactly what's happening. Now, I think the Bretonnia and Greenskins will try to reform, while vampires will be chasing off whatever they can catch.
Bretonnia! Quickly, lads!
You can see they're trying to take out the Slight Wizard. They're both going for the same thing. They're just trying to take out as many units as they can so that they will trigger a mass rout. Like, yeah.
I am your man!
I would say this is a pretty pathetic game. I mean, not because both sides played badly. It was a very interesting thing to watch, but the builds were rather suboptimal, to say the least.
The lady wills it!
Some tactics, a lot of mistakes made, but then again, this is the 5th battle. We need to remember that both teams have been fighting for 5 battles. This is more than 2. I think at this point it was about 3 hours.
The land is benighted!
I don't know what's going on over here, but yeah, hammer of pork units are chasing around Light Wizard. Now that the Bretonnia and Greenskins are united, the spearmen over here are trying to unite with the main army. We will see if they succeed or not.
By the lady!
Now at this point it has devolved into a point where the player with the most stamina is going to win. And we see these
This is my realm!
these men-at-arms are completely rested. So even though these archers are going down,
I am king here!
there isn't much left from the other side. Empire player has been almost completely eliminated. The spearman is going down. His Light Wizard dead. So at this point, I would say Bretonnia and Greenskins have a big advantage because the Crypt Horrors are large units and these men-at-arms are alive. But most importantly, King Birdie is alive. So very difficult, but it's definitely close.
Smite them!
Let's see how it goes. This blob might actually have saved. This regrouping might have actually saved the Greenskin and the Bretonnia players.
Wise indeed!
Chasing them off the map. A bad move over here just to send Paladin. Yeah, he's sending them back. As soon as these guys move off the map, all will be good. And now they are in range. Last stand.
Run! Quick now! Quick march!
Will place us with his will!
We are! Put it!
You see the Bretonnia taking position to prevent getting flanked.
Quick now! Doing your bidding!
'Tis an honor!
Quickly, lads! Blood these lads!
The lady wills it!
At once! Glory
And now we have
comes!
the final engagement. The Banshees and the Crypt Horrors engaging the final units.
Swiftly!
Crypt Horrors going down. Let's get a close up.
Run! Now! Attack! Riding out!
Cavalry's coming from the back. Routing, and we have Shatters. White King and the Banshee has shattered, and now victory. RTK gets a Pyrrhic victory. It was barely a victory. Let's take a look how units did. So on this side, 95 kills, 71 kills, 76 kills. Fairly decent, fairly decent. Empire player did not score many kills, like maybe with demigryphs. Let's look at the other side. Oh, these Blood Knights have killed quite a bit of units. Not to mention these Crypt Horrors, they've received 2 chevrons by fighting. Let's see on the other side, we've got 56 kills, 22, 28, 60. Well, not to brag or anything, but that's a lot. I think just the kills from these 2 units is more than one of the players. Damn. 300. Hammer of Gork. Unit that costs, I don't know, 800 has killed 300 units. I would say that's because of the blob that we saw. Yeah, a lot of kills. They at least died fighting. And that was the final match of the Russian Championship. We hope to see you next time as we commentate the semi-final matches, which have happened just today. This earlier today. As soon as the other ones are out, we are hoping to upload the rest as soon as those are complete. Thank you very much, and have a good night.